If I ask you what Pokemon is, what pops into your head?
I'm guessing you think of how there are hundreds upon hundreds of creatures of different shapes and sizes. This can range from the tiny Caterpie to the humongous whale lord.
But we're not here for that. No. Welcome to Pokemon Leaf Green, but it's only my starter Pokemon.
By the way, there's an option on my emulator that I'm using to speed up gameplay, so that will be on for most of the playthrough. We start off our playthrough by having our chat with Professor Oak about Pokemon. We name our character Orange and start our playthrough. We wake up in a room and decide to head and grab a potion from our PC. I then head outside and talk to Professor Oak. And now we finally get to choose our Pokemon, which I'm going with Bulbasaur, because that will be the easiest to take out the first two gyms, being Brock and Misty, where plant type is effective against rock and water. And now we start our first battle against our rival Red. He sends out Charmander, I send out my Bulbasaur. Oak gives me a little rundown about Pokemon battles. After he's done, I make my first attack, which I'll use Tackle. And Charmander attacks me. I use Growl against him to take down his attack. It tells me about stats. I use a potion. It tells me about health and stuff. Charmander takes some of my health away. I use Growl again. And I just keep using Tackle against him until we eventually take him down. And that's that. Okay, now I go to level 6, which will be a necessity for this playthrough, leveling up. I will need to get to a very high level in order to destroy everything with my singular Bulbasaur. We then begin making our way to the Pokemart to deliver Oak's package. Take down a Rattata, giving us some XP to continue on our adventure. Here's our next battle. We fight very small level. Take him down and get another level up. We also learn Leech Seed, which will be an effective move, and another Rattata. But, as I was saying, Leech Seed will be a very effective move across our first episode. We take down the Rattata, earn 24 XP, and continue going. Now we make our way into Viridian City, stop at the Pokemon Center to heal up our Bulbasaur, and then we head to the Pokemart to grab Professor Oak's package. We grab the package and make our way all the way back down to Pallet Town to give to Professor Oak. Then after another battle, we make our way down to Professor Oak and give him his package. We then obtain the Pokédex from Oak. After a lengthy conversation, I decide to head to Red's sister to grab the town map. And then we have to go back down, or up Route 1 once more to get back to Viridian City, so we can then head to Viridian Forest. For once, I decide to run from a battle because I am very low on health. Yeah. We then hurry our way to the Pokémon Center in Viridian City. After healing, we head our way upward to go to Viridian Forest. And then the old man gives us a rundown on how to catch Pokémon, which we won't be doing too much in this playthrough, but I will allow it as long as I don't use that said Pokémon in our playthrough. Going up Route 2, we make our way to the Viridian City Tunnel. And now we're in Viridian Forest, the area where there's going to be a lot of annoying bug-type Pokemon that will lower my speed using Syringe Shot, definitely not referring to Caterpie and Weedle. I grab a potion, put it in my items pocket, and fight my first bug type, which is a level 5 Weedle. After a somewhat lengthy battle, my Bulbasaur goes to level 8, and we continue making our way through the forest. And here's our first actual Pokemon battle. As he sends out Weedle, I start to realize that the amount of Syringe Shots that I've gained lowered my Bulbasaur's speed so much that I'm starting to not only be a lot slower, but some of my attacks are missing. Well, some, but not all. I then just decide to change my speed to times 16 because these battles are taking way too long. So this is how it goes. I gain another level, gain level 9, and I change it back to times 2. I also changed it to a higher speed because I have the attention span of a turtle. Which, actually, turtles may have a really good attention span, but I don't know. I head to the Pokemon Center and heal up my Pokemon once more before heading to the Pokemart to buy a couple potions and Pokeballs and antidotes and Paralyze heals. I go back to Viridian Forest and continue making our way to Brock. We then have another battle, which this is how it goes. Then we continue making our way to Pewter City. A few battles later, we finally make our way to the tunnel into Pewter City. Here we will heal up our Pokemon and fight Brock.
While we were in Viridian Forest, we obtained the move Vine Whip, which will be essential in this gym, since Grass is very effective against Rock-type Pokemon, Ground-type. We first battle Brock's assistant battler, I don't know what you'd call them, but after completing him, we head on to Brock. He first sends out his Geodude, which we take down in literally one hit. I don't know why I changed it to speed 1, it's way slower than normal. I go to level 14. 2 more levels and we'll go to an Ivysaur. Onyx actually gets the first hit on me, but doesn't do too much damage. I use Vine Whip and take that down in one hit. And that was Brock. Brock gives us the Boulder Badge, and then we can leave. He also gives us TM39, so don't think that'll be very useful with my Bulbasaur, but yeah. Lastly, we'll make our way down to the guy who gives us the running shoes on the Mount Moon Trail, and then we'll end our video. The running shoes will be very useful in terms of completing this challenge faster, so that will be useful. And everyone, that will be where we end our first video in this series of completing Pokemon Leaf Green with only our starter Pokemon, in this case Bulbasaur. So thank you all for watching, I'll see you next time, bye.